Okay, now let's look into what Sgt Mogola as he was being cross-examined by Advocate Mnisi. Job done to Advocate Mnisi, but there are things that I want us to highlight in this thing. I could have done a video and uploaded that video yesterday, but I saw that I saw that it was going to be it was going to be dangerous, or it was going to be I wasn't going to do justice if I were to upload the video yesterday, because then I was going to be on rush. But today, I want us to go through each and everything that Mnisi said. There are things that I want us to highlight in that discussion. Listen to this one. I am sure you will agree with me that the sample taken from accused number 3 could not have been all linked to the sample in the house. Mogola, what I was briefed by Brigadier Gninda is that it doesn't mean he was never in the house. Maybe there was not enough DNA for that. Now, for the first time, you kind of hear Mogola knows and has got information about the accused. Mogola's understanding is selective. She doesn't know, and she's distanced herself from the involvement as long as she has to account in this case. But when it's about the accused and she's supposed to say things that will exonerate the accused, then she's got questions. That's the first thing. You're like, Mogola, we got you there. You are a liar. But let's proceed. Okay, look, she's already answered that to the DNA. Now says, Lokumni says, I'm putting it to you that that what Gninda told you is hoggish. Oh, advocate, my lord, my lord, my lord, we look, that word, we object to this type of local reasoning and the words that is my learned friend is using here. He must refrain. First of all, Brigadier Gninda, he is a brigadier to begin with, so he deserves to be respected. Yeah. All right. I want to say that I deserve to be respected by you. So I'm putting it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel. And you know what I'm saying? We'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Hi, after the Judge Ratamokhatleng look intervene after the objection, saying, even me, I am the so-called judge. Yes, but you are not. Look, hey, this is where I like. Right? That's the second point that I want to highlight here. He says, you are not here, to help the state, to help the state to win the case or to lose the case. You are here to tell the truth. I'm not here to be lectured about that. I know exactly why I'm here. And I'm like, people were busy, about Advocate Baloyi, they were busy, arguing. And I said to myself, you see the problem when you are told that just go there and deny everything, you tend to deny even your own existence. Are you Sgt Mogola? No, because that question is asked by the defense. Are you a police officer? No, I'm not. Because that question is asked by the defense, right? But the same questions asked by Baloyi, you would have said yes. Because now your mind is programmed that you must just distance yourself from anything coming from the defense. What Baloyi is telling you here, it is actually the truth. You are not, and it's not the first time you hear something like that. Mnisi likes to say that, and he has said it even in the past, that even himself, he said it even to himself. I think he was cross-examining Tumelo or what. He says, I'm here to assist the court
to come to just an equitable decision. He said that about himself. Now he's telling a witness that you and I, you understand, we are here to assist the court to come to a just and equitable decision. So there's basically nothing wrong with what Advocate Mnisi was saying here. But because Sgt Mogola was told that just deny everything when Sgt Mogola do not agree with everything that they say, she even denies something that she shouldn't be objecting to. Right, Mnisi, as you are here to assist the court. Mogola or responded the way she responded. Yeah, as we all know how she responded. I don't know why my laptop is freezing now. Okay, there we go. Judges agree that Mrs. should not lecture the witnesses and blah blah. I'm like, hey, so Judge Rata Mokhatleng, you are very keen not to look. You are very keen, or you continue with this thing of protecting your witnesses. But it's okay. As you testify in the main trial, what you said about what you said you found on accused number one, what you said you found on accused number one, Mogola says she found 2 cell phone, magazine, cleaning rod, and ammunition. You said in the trial, within the trial, you omitted to say 2 cell phones. Mogola, yes. So in other words, the Mnisi was like, no, there is an issue with the 2 cell phones here, right? That you didn't even speak about. Now you are rectifying your own things, right? Let's go on and look at something else that is also important. But the issue of cell phones, they have never testified about these 2 cell phones. It only came now. That is the issue that Mnisi was highlighting, and the reason Mnisi is highlighting that, he's highlighting this to say, you guys are very selective in the evidence that you are giving. You guys are fabricating the evidence as we proceed. You are creating your version. You are recreating this thing as we proceed. And it's not the first time Mnisi had raised something like this, right? It's not the first time Mnisi raised a point like this. And then says, Mnisi Buthelezi confirmed that you said in the trial, within the trial, that he found a magazine, ammunition, and cleaning rod. He did not mention the cell phone. That could have been a mistake as well. This is where, with due respect, please put that question to him. That is your girl. Nisi is trying to highlight this thing that it can't be that you forget to mention the 2 cell phones. He also forgets to mention the 2 cell phones. And you want to tell us it's a coincidence? No, it can't be. It can't be. It cannot be, right? So Mogola refuses to answer that question because now she can see that, you know what, this guy this guy is now closing up on me, right? And then Mogola respond, Mnisi, let me put it to you, you have been dishonest with this court that when you arrested accused number 1, assisted by Buthelezi, what you also found was cell phones. Exactly the point that I'm trying to demonstrate, that Mnisi, he's showing her that you are very selective in how you do things. Then there's this point that he also highlighted here. As an investigating team, did you ever introduce yourself to the family of the deceased, that is the family of Senzo Meiwa? This question was key because it then takes us back to what Mngomezulu said. But listen to this one. Mogola says, no, I never went to the family. I mean the entire team. I wouldn't have knowledge. I wouldn't have had the knowledge. Now, this is the problem. We'll come back to the issue that we're addressing here. She doesn't have a knowledge of. The other team either going to the local to introduce themselves or not. She just speaks for herself. She is distancing herself from any look. Every time she has to take accountability and be questioned about it, she's distancing herself. But then look at this. But every time she's asked questions that will exonerate the accused, she want to hammer them. That's why you see that you are not a reliable witness. And that's the first thing. But then let's go back to the main thing here. So notice here that the number one thing here is that you did not, as an investigating team, you did not introduce yourselves to the family. Notice that, to the family of the deceased. because this becomes important as we move forward. I'm going to show you something, right? That is not a version I created. I am referring on an SAPC 13 where, in terms of the documentation, let's leave this one. Okay. Introducing yourself to the family is not a rocket science. Are you saying the the investigation was disjointed? This is the point as well that I was showing you. Now listen. When she answered this question, she says that these people were there was a lead investigator. Guys, I've said a lot about it. That just because there was a lead investigator, it does not excuse this. That you are painting a picture that this thing was disjointed. You are painting a picture that Geninda is a dictator and an abuser of his very own family, because the way he treats you, there's no even cohesion within the investigating team of your own. There's no, because people who are investigating the same case, there's briefing. You understand? It's a fact. You can go and ask any detective or any investigating officer. If they are working on a case and the five of them, they brief one another time and again, right? They may not do it physically, but they might even create a WhatsApp group where they will brief one another about look at the progress of whatever they are doing. So here, we caught her lying, but please note the point that we are building on here. Are you saying that you were a disjointed team? And then Mogola tried to avoid that question. You said it was you said, what was your experience when you joined this team? Again, we are hammering on this point. This point is very important, guys. Mogola says it was about 15 years. Investigation division 6 to 8 years, right? This is going to be important as well. How long were you in the service when you were appointed to the cold case unit? About 15 years, right? Okay. Now, listen to this, because this is very important, guys. When Mogola is answering this question, she says she never received an instruction to go visit the family of the deceased. So you started investigation without speaking to the family. Mogola says yes. Guys, there's a problem right there. Do you remember Mngomezulu said, you guys decided to run away from the real investigation that you had to do, to run away from the actual thing that you were supposed to do, but you pursued your own investigation. You ran away from the truth. Nisi is harboring around the same thing. You will notice. Just pay attention. Pay attention to this one. Nisi, okay, let's go to this one. Did you ever take time to talk to the people who were inside the house? Aha! Now it's gonna become. Look, now you're gonna see why I said. It makes sense. Listen to the answer again. I never receive information or instruction from Geninda to do so. Guys, let me ask you this question. When you are asked as an experienced and a seasoned investigator to come and assist, are you assisting the investigation team? Are you assisting the investigating team more or less like as a robot that doesn't have a mind of its own? It is fundamental principle within these people that they always had to adhere to basic principles of doing things, such as understanding the case, the nature of the case that they are involved in. And secondly, understanding the progress and verifying facts within the case, right? You yourself, as an investigating officer, you must verify each and every fact in the case you are investigating. Here, Mogola has proven herself that she's not worth of consideration should there be a post of upgrading, because you cannot promote a person of Mogola, a person that does not abide by the principle of investigation, by the simple principles of saying, listen, I am an investigating officer. I am bringing my experience. First of all, I need to confirm if you have visited the family. It's not that you wait for the instructions, but you need to do the basic things in this case. Have we done this? Have we done this? The basic things must always be done, right? So Mogola, she's telling us that she was never keen to do the basic thing in this investigation. She agreed to that, but then as she agreed to that, also she is indirectly admitting to what Mgomezulu was saying, that you guys, your intentions was to cover up. It was never to look. So now, notice this. You did not interview the family of Meiwa family, the family of Meiwa, right? Or the Meiwa family. You did not interview the family of the accused, right? I mean, the people who were in the house. So, listen to this one. What justice were you pursuing or hoping to get if you did not interview the stakeholders, the key stakeholders in this case? You can't tell me that because you should have ascertained yourself, right? By you should have created a situation where sorry guys, I see something here. I don't know what's going on with my skin here. You should have ascertained yourself by making sure that you get all these basic facts together and understand. And by doing so, you are basically when you interview the Meiwa family, you're understanding their body language as well. You know, those are basic things. How they speak, you understand. When you're interviewing the people in the house, you're looking at their body language. How you're trying to find out if their speech is the same, even if they've made a statement prior, but you will still ascertain yourself as an investigator and say, listen, there was an old team that you probably made a statement to, but it's okay. Can we do another statement again? Then you compare the two and you see you ascertaining yourself, right? Guys, we have seen it, a statement being given time and again. Who have given many statements in this one? I think it is who gave a statement that was stolen. We have seen that being being done to that individual, where he gives a statement, it gets stolen. He gives a statement, it gets stolen. So the issue of taking multiple statements is not a big deal. Mogola here, I'm saying, if we are to evaluate Mogola's performance, Mogola doesn't deserve a promotion. Just by what she said here, she doesn't deserve a promotion at all. Right? Look, so you didn't interview even Mthokozi's Twala because you didn't receive an instruction from this. Okay. Mr. Kininda did not give me instruction. So that's a point that I wanted to highlight, right? Are you saying that you embarked on a process of investigating this case without having visited the people who were in the house or to get a background of what happened? That is what I'm saying, my lord. You are even proud. An investigator, a seasoned one for that note, who gets selected to work in a cold case unit. You are so keen to advertise your incompetence. Yar. This woman must be ashamed. Yar. Okay, let's look at the other one that I look. Did you at the time meet other team? Now, that one. Did you meet the family of the deceased? No. Did you interview the people in the house? No. Now, do you know that there is another docket in this case? Yes, I know. Now, because you know that there is another docket, that means there's another team in this one. Listen to the question Mnisi is asking now. Did you at any point meet the other team investigating this matter? Mogola, there was one incident where she was bringing the docket, and that's the only time she was acquainted. Again, it speaks to, investigation, or either for police or investigative journalist or being a journalist. There's one common thing about this field is that you solve puzzles, right? You are there to solve puzzles. You are there. Your curiosity must be that high, right? You cannot tell me that somebody saw a potential to Mogola and appointed Mogola to investigate in the Meiwa case when her curiosity is not piqued by the fact that, there's another team. Why there is another team? Therefore, we must meet this team. No, she still advertised her incompetence. I'm saying it will be a shame and a disgrace for Mogola to be promoted here, because you can't promote an individual like this whose answer is, No, I've never met them. But you knew they were there. You are an investigator, right? You should have called Kininda and said, Kininda, we need to meet with the other team, right? Pela here, you are coming to assist. Well, though there's a leader. Like, it's like, guys, having a child in the house. Does it mean that your child does not have a say just because they're a child? No. Your child can call you into order and say, Baba or Dad, I think here you are messing up things. You know what you did here is wrong. For instance, why are you jumping or crossing a red robot? No, you're gonna kill us. That you shouldn't do that. But obviously, you must say that with respect. You're talking to an elderly person. But to be quite honest, a child, as young as the child may be, but the child has got the right to rebuke you as an elderly person and say, "Listen, no, you are wrong here. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be offended by that." Let's go to the. There is a description of the suspect who came into the house that was given. Do you have any clue of the description that was these witnesses gave of what the first intruder looked like? Mogola, no, my lord. So again, Mogola. So what were you investigating then? When you were arresting this accused? On what basis did you arrest this accused that we have now? Because you yourself did not go and ascertain yourself as to the description of the people who were in that house. You did not. So when you were arresting the accused, it was on which basis? That's why I told you that woman went to that stand and to embarrass herself, right? Mogola went to that stand to embarrass herself, nothing more, nothing less. If you are now, look, if you are now sitting in a position where you want to promote Mogola, if Mogola does get a promotion, that promotion, it will not be on the basis of merit. It will be on the basis of favoritism. No sound human being can promote Mogola. How do you promote an incompetent police like this? How do you promote a person who investigated a case where they are not even going to interview the people who were in that house? How do you do it? Please explain to me, how does one do something like that, right? You don't even interview them and understand the type of suspect they've described. No, you don't. This is an embarrassing. I hope other investigators, they see this and they look at this. Do you know the second intruder who came? How he looked like? Mogola. What I know is that one short with dreadlocks and one tall. How do you know that gay then, Mogola? There was a statement that was made. You see, another problem. Like, guys, show Yo, how do you advertise this incompetence, right? And expect whatever Mogola is doing here, it's a direct, it has got a direct implication in bringing the name of the South African police into disrepute. Mrs. Zandi Khumalo said the first intruder, he was shot with dreadlocks and protruding eyes and shiny skin. Look, is that what you remember from this statement, Mogola? No, I don't remember. Proudly so, I don't remember. And then he goes on to describe what Tumelo said as well. Tumelo Madlala described the first intruder as having dreadlocks, big eyes, and this description are an occupant of the house who gave the gun wielding intruder. Mogola, I understand, right? That's another problem that we have with Mogola, is that we've got a police that advertise her incompetency. It will be a shame to hear one day that she got a promotion, right? It will be a shame. On what basis? Because she has never demonstrated her capabilities, and therefore she doesn't deserve that. The first person Steenkamp interviewed in the affidavit says it was Kelly Khumalo. She told me that she and the deceased walked into a convenience store, and when they returned, Kelly and the others were sitting, and two male entered and gave the description as to what happens. Right? There is a commotion. There's a commotion track by the two witnesses that the gun wielding intruder was shot, and they said he was dark and he was wearing a dreadlocks up to the neck. Right. I like the description Mnisi is giving here. Now, using this is a statement by Amanda Steenkamp, the statement that he got them. Over and above, witnesses Longo Twala and Kelly Kumalo goes on to describe the gun as a revolver, not just a firearm. It is a specific firearm. Kelly says a revolver. Longo says a 38 special revolver. Tumelo says a gun had a wheel. I don't know if you see the importance of this. The importance of this is that you today, you look, listen to this one. At first, where Mnisi takes us into this journey where she's showing us that, listen, when Amohola, you went there to interview this, you did not interview, not you went there, you did not interview the family of the accused. That's number one. You did not interview the people who were in that house. That's number two. You did not interview the witnesses. That's number three. Then after that, you begin investigation. Guys, an investigator will tell you that's rubbish, that's nonsense. You cannot start an investigation unless you do all the things that I've just told you now, right? But here, you've got an investigator of note, right, who is worth selecting into a cold case unit where you're going to be investigating. That must be on the basis of merits. That's where you see that for Mogola to be part and parcel of the cold case unit, it was never based on merit, because if it was based on merit, she should have covered the ground. Because she did not cover the ground, today they are bringing the other gun, which is it's a 9mm. Because where did they get this? To say, because the people in the house are saying, all of them are saying it's a 38 special revolver with a wheel. The 9mm doesn't have a wheel. So when you were investigating the issue of the gun, you were investigating a wrong matter. That's why it goes back. Mnesi here was working on this, that when Mngomezulu said, you guys, you embarked on a cover-up mission. Mnesi hammered that point very well. Here, I want you to tell me, because you did not interview the Meyiwa family, you did not interview the people in the house, you did not interview the witnesses. Now, the people in the house are saying the gun that killed Senzo Meyiwa was a 38 revolver special, meaning it was a revolver. All of them are saying the same thing. You are the one introducing a 9mm. Who is wrong between the people who saw the gun and you who were not there? Who's wrong? That means that when you are deliberately embarked on a mission to make sure that you do the cover-up, and that's something that we should be ashamed, right? Some people must be ashamed. It is this. Look now. This intruder. It is the state version that it's accused number 3. Tumelo Madlala goes to say he had head, and that head fell on the ground, and the police took that for DNA analysis. Right? We all know that the DNA sample was taken, and then the results were nope. It was there was now a debate in court whether that the was conclusive. Abo Mogola and Abo Baloyi, they believe that just because we did not get positive, but we did. Sorry, the person, the DNA expert says it is inconclusive or whatever. They now believe that they can still arrive at the possibility that it was positive. We all know that a case must be proven beyond reasonable doubt. So for the fact that there is doubt, we know for a fact that we can't even consider that point. That's what Mnisi was saying, to say in that head, the DNA of accused number 3 was not picked there. So forget about it, right? Okay. I'm not going to talk much on the issue of a DNA test, because we've already spoken about the DNA test. Okay, like, honestly speaking, guys, is it correct that here the dreadlocks and the sketch and the shoulders, Mogola, that's correct, describing the sketch, look at the second suspect, the second intruder. Let me not dwell on this point, because I feel like it's gonna derail us from the point. The story is that on the day of the incident, 4 to 5 hours before it happened, this is how the guy looked like. It was showing a picture that we don't have, and I'm not gonna dwell on much on that picture. I'm just looking at things that are most relevant for us, so we can save time. The issue of dreadlocks, it will be very difficult for us to to look at it because we were not in court, so we were not privileged to look at the picture. But then there's something that I know we were ever privileged. It says, and Nisi continues to say, he never went into the Khumalo's house, and he was not, it was not one of the assailant who went into the house who had a revolver, as mentioned by Longo and Kelly Khumalo and Tumelo Madlala. I still say investigation revealed. Advocate Mogola says that despite that, Nisi was saying, my client, he never went into that house for to commit the offense that you guys are accusing him to have committed. Our mother says, no, I still say investigation. Now, at this moment, I'm sitting here and I'm asking myself, which investigation? Because you did not interview the Meiwa family, you did not interview the people in the house, you did not interview the witnesses. Which investigation? The investigation was based on what? What was the basis of your investigation? You see, that's why I said you've got people who go there and and advertise their incompetency. The state further argues that accused acted in furtherance of common purpose, right? There's something that is distracting here that I need to deal with. Do you know the plan? Do you know who hashed or who did that? In other words, Nesi is asking, according to you, because investigation revealed that my client was there. So, according to you, who's the mastermind then? Because you did the investigation, which I think it was a fair question. I know that there is a mastermind behind it, but who is the mastermind? She could not answer the question. How will we come and tell this court that? He will come to this court and tell us all those things. Let's leave this one as well. Okay. And we will do as much as possible to cover that. But the issue of mastermind, it's one that is very, 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 very important, right? If that person is a mastermind, then why are they not here? This means that they are, Umnisi asked this question, that does that mean that the person who's supposed to be here is dangerous enough that you guys can't even arrest him? That's where Umnisi was going. Mogola says, Brigadier Grenada told me that he will apply for a warranty. Brigadier Grenada told me that he will apply for the warranty of arrest. So Mogola here confirmed that they will apply for the warranty of arrest for Kelly Khumalo. Now, you will remember that Mshololo hammered this point as well when Mshololo said that there was a draft. In other words, you guys drafted everything, and you came up with everything that is needed when you are applying for the warranty of arrest. What did not happen is that you did not proceed with the application to have Kelly Khumalo arrested. So remember that Sgt Mogola said that the reason they have these people arrested, it is simply because they have information on them, right? And then that question was asked by Mshololo, if I'm not mistaken, about the obtaining of warrant of arrest, right? So she argued that the reason we have these people arrested, we have this warrant of arrest here against them is because means that we provided enough evidence that convinced the judge or the magistrate who signed the warrant of arrest for us to have these people arrested. That's fine. So we're saying, so now, you are now telling us in this statement, Mogola is telling us that we have evidence to arrest Kelly Khumalo. The question that you all need to ask now, they have evidence to issue the warrant of arrest for Kelly Khumalo. The question that you need to ask right now is why that hasn't happened. Yes, we hear Mogola confirm that Brigadier Kininda told her that they were going to apply for the warrant of arrest for Kelly Khumalo. But the question is that why? Because remember that let's assume investigation was done prior to the resumption of this case. We are just assuming. Why I'm saying that? We must take note of the fact that the lawyers that were in the case before the case now, they confirm that most of the evidence that is now presented to them when they were still when the case was still under Judge Maumel. That the evidence being provided right now, it was never provided to the team then. Then they argued, I think it was Tobane, they argued that means these people are still investigating the case even as of now, right? So, but we're going to say, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say, you guys were busy doing the right thing. You were busy investigating. So we say, okay, fine, benefit of the doubt given. But here's the point. The point is, if you have done your investigation, you have the cell phone. Remember, the cell phone expert, Mr. Colonel Lambasta Stein, he gave them an information that Kelly Komalo was linked to the accused. That's number one. Number two, the SMSs, right? Number three, do you remember the leaked statement from the NPA that proves that Kelly Kumalo, that says that Kelly Kumalo had received 250,000 rand, and then in that 250,000 rand, she was borrowed to accomplish and to pay the accused, right? And out of that, she was paid. The accused or the hitmen were paid 45,000 rand, right? The outstanding balance was to be paid. Do you remember that, right? So they gave us that picture to say these people were going to these people were embarked on a mission like this. So we are saying, if that's the case, we believe it so. We want to take it as they said it is, right? What I'm going to ask is, having had all that evidence, why you did not decide then that you know what, Kelly Kumalo are going to arrest you on the basis of the evidence that we have. Why arresting accused number 1 to 5 and leave Kelly Kumalo? Right there, it goes back to what Mgomezulu said, that you embarked on a mission to cover up this. You deliberately now, so Mogola here, she has exposed herself that they deliberately decided to investigate, to take their investigation to a different direction and never to the direction of the truth. And that is what Mogola has just confirmed she came to court to confirm, right? Whether they like that or they don't like that, it is neither here or there. The bottom line is that you guys embarked on a mission you embarked on a mission not to investigate the truth, but rather to do the cover-up, right? Because had you done what you were supposed to do, we will not have been here. Now, before we move on, here's the point that we need to hammer here, right? Is that Mogola said that Brigadier Kinenda told me or her that he will apply for the warrant of arrest. What did this mastermind do exactly? Now, this is a very important question here to say, okay, there's a mastermind, but what did he do? What was his participation in this whole case here, right? That is something that they could not, that is something that, again, it is very important because you are an investigation team here. You are tasked with the responsibility of cracking this case. So we need to get into that one. You mentioned there was a mastermind. Where does he or she stay? Mogola, I only know the name of Nonhlanhla Khumalo. Remember again, there is Mogola. Mogola confirmed, number one. Now, remember that now she has just confirmed that there's going to be Keninda was going to apply for the warrant of arrest for Kelly Khumalo. That's one. So we know now, according to Mogola, that it has been confirmed. There's going to be a warrant of arrest issued for Kelly Khumalo. So she's going to be arrested, number one. Number two, here, Mogola, when asked about what does he or who's he and where does she stay, the mastermind? Guess what? She then says, no. Boom. The person I know as the mastermind is Kelly Khumalo. Oh, did you just hear that? Mogola said the person we know or I know, in fact, she uses the word here. Please read this very carefully. I only know the name of Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo. Remember the question. Who is this mastermind and where does she stay? The answer is, I only know. In other words, after our investigation, we only arrive at the point that there should only be one mastermind in this whole case. And that mastermind is none other than Kelly Khumalo. So, two confirmations here. One, she confirmed Kelly Khumalo is the mastermind. Two, she confirmed that there's going to be a warrant of arrest against Kelly Khumalo. So, two things I want us to note here before I talk about Zandi Khumalo, right? Who was very happy to saying that her sister is being exonerated. We'll talk about it shortly. But two things, and I want to emphasize this. One, there's going to be a warrant of arrest for Kelly Khumalo. Two, they believe that Kelly Khumalo, according to their evidence, they believe that Kelly Khumalo is the mastermind. The question is, if you believed it, right, and you want us to believe that you indeed, whether you believe it, why up to today you haven't arrested Kelly Khumalo? Please answer that question. Do you remember Zandi Khumalo celebrating, telling us that her sister is being exonerated? Do you remember that? She went out on Instagram and saying, yes, we knew that the truth will come out. My sister, we always said that we don't know anything. And my sister is being exonerated, blah, blah. Now you kind of looking at this, right, where Mogola confirmed that, okay, Geninda told me that there was going to be a warrant of arrest issued against Kelly Khumalo. That's number one. Number two, this woman confirmed that she confirmed that when talking about a mastermind, she only knows Kelly Khumalo. Now, going back to Zandi Khumalo, you kind of ask yourself a question. So, are you now exonerated? Is that the exoneration you were talking about, or you were indirectly telling us that she will be more implicated? Because instead of her being exonerated, I actually see her being more implicated. Her name has been all over, right, in this case. And by the look of things, it doesn't look like it is just that it's the end of the story. It appears like we are going to continuously see her name being dragged all over, right? And her name, in the case of Senzo Meyiwa, it doesn't come in a good light. It really doesn't come in a good light, all right? But again, let's do justice. What did the mastermind do? That's a question from Nis. Mogola, what I was briefed is the accused is linked with the mastermind, but I'm not in a position to say what did the mastermind do. Remember, remember, who's the mastermind? Let me go back and show you something. Okay, who's the mastermind? Okay, I forgot where I left that one. Right. What did the mastermind? I was not briefed. Okay. Okay, so the mastermind that she knows, I only know the name of Kelly Khumalo. What did this person do? No, actually, I was not briefed exactly. Futhi yazini amanga ahluphala. So, Mnisi, Nonhlanhla Kelly Khumalo, did you ever met her in the course of your investigation? Listen to this woman embarrassing herself in front of everybody. No, my lord. This is not supposed to be. I don't think she's supposed to be proud of herself here. I don't think she's supposed to be proud of what she did. But again, that's at least the long and short of what happened there. There's something that I just want us to talk about in connection to the Meyiwa case. All right. I just want to look at what other people were saying. But again, before I get there, where I show you what other people were saying about what was happening here, just give me a few minutes. There's something that I'm checking on my. There's something that I'm checking here on my. There's something that I'm checking here on my laptop. There's something that I want to show you what people were saying, right? Yes, I found it. We are already there. Okay, let's start here again, guys. We see the name of Kelly Khumalo carrying a lot of weight in the Meyiwa case, and a lot is being said about it. I'm asking myself this question. what was the role of Longwetwala then? Right? Because a lot of people are saying she is the mastermind. Now, let's look at people's comments as a result of yesterday's proceeding. Right now, look, this person says, yeah. She says Brigadier Kinena seems like he is popular about these articles of this. We may have a lot of people suffering in jail because of his manipulation of the justice system. But but maybe in this Mayowa case, he might met a dead end. Right. The reason this person is saying this is because, this same Brigadier Gininda, in a different case that I'm just looking at that case right now, he was accused of manipulating things, right? I'm just going to show you shortly. I just want to see if it's possible for me not to show you, or I will have to show you in a separate video, right? It is not the first time Brigadier Gininda is accused of the similar things that is now accused of, right? So you can see what other people are saying. That is the element that I wanted to bring in this discussion of you and I. Let's continue now and look at somebody says the only truth I recognize is that it is not Kelly Kumalo who happens to shot Usenzo Meyiwa, right? But it is Longwetwala. The question then is, if Sfiso Meyiwa said that, no, man, it's not Kelly Kumalo that shot Usenzo Meyiwa, but it is Longwetwala. The question is then, why are they putting the blame and they are ready to arrest Ukeli Kumalo instead of Longwetwala? Because the Meyiwa family, if you listen carefully, the Meyiwa family, they are not saying Kelly Kumalo shouldn't account or shouldn't tell Ogutu what happened on the day. But they are saying she's not the one who killed Usenzo Meyiwa. As these people are now making it to be like. Now, the question that you and we've got to ask is, why do you think they are going all out not to pursue Ulongwetwala as the killer of Senzo Meyiwa, but rather to pursue Ukeli Kumalo as the mastermind in the death of Senzo Meyiwa? Why do you think they are protecting Ulongwetwala? The question is there. If you dig deeper, you're not far from the answer. If you dig deeper, you're not far from the answer. Why do you think they are pursuing Ukeli Kumalo instead of Longwetwala? You are not far from the answer. I've already gave you the answer. Right, let's look at what somebody says as well. Nesi was on fire. I know, I agree. Nesi was not having it on the day. He was dealing with them properly. Yes. And then again, I just want to show you something as well. Somebody that made a lot of sense in because I'm just trying to check. I'm just trying to make sure that I have the right comments instead of just comments. Okay. Now, Otige Omunye I don't know how to pronounce this name. It says, Halala, Kelly Kumalo has been named as the mastermind by the investigating team in the Meyiwa case, right? You may say that. You may say Halala, she has been named as, but the question is, why she hasn't been arrested, right? To name her, it's a different ball game altogether, but to arrest her, it's a different ball game altogether again. Now, my question is, my question is why she hasn't been arrested. Then, at MEFSAF's team, if the so-called mastermind isn't behind bars and among the five accused in court, then it is clearly shows you police officers aren't done with your investigations. The question is, why does the so-called judge allow this? Hey, if you understand what this person is saying, the so-called judge, you know what I'm saying? If you understand what he's saying here, you'll see what I'm saying. The question is that I think here this question is very key to say, if you are saying, if you honestly believe that the local, if you believe that Kelly Kumalo is the mastermind and you haven't arrested her, it means your investigation is not complete. So why are you mentioning her name in that light? It shows that she's saying the judge shouldn't be allowing something like that. I concur. I concur with this person, right? And then let's look another comment as well. Let's look let's look at another comment as well. Comments that might assist us here. And then somebody says, Baloyi with his new Baloyi with his new voice is busy doing his monkey tricks again. How can Kelly be a suspect on 636 and still be a state witness of the same matter? It's very interesting, eh? That's very, 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 very interesting to say you can't be a suspect at the same time be a witness. And so unless otherwise you strike a deal with the prosecution team to say, you know what, I'm going to be a state witness. But even then, you are in the dock. Usually, they will tell you that okay, they will give you a lighter sentence, right? That's what usually I will see. Let's see as well some of the comments from people. I just want to show you how other people are seeing this as well. But it makes sense. You see the question that says, why do you name her as the mastermind? The next thing you haven't arrested her. It shows that you haven't done, you are not done with your investigation. And then somebody says, okay. All their evidence are contradicting. The investigation that was done was torturing to force confession, right? Of which I fully concur. That there is something wrong with the investigation itself. When you say all that they did was to force confessions from these people, you are simply saying that you are simply agreeing with the advocate Mgomezulu when he said that you guys, you intentionally avoided, you intentionally tried by all means to avoid investigating the right people. So let's proceed now and look at somebody else and see what somebody is saying. The person who killed Senzo Meyiwa, okay, that's one we read that comment. I don't want to go there. Okay. Let's see something. I'm trying to see something. There's something that we must see here in this whole thing. Just give me a few minutes, guys. There's something very important that I'm seeing here. But yeah, as we continue, I'm seeing things that are very important. People are bringing up valid points here. So please continue watching, guys. I'm just gonna show you people's comments, and you're gonna like what I'm seeing here. It shows that people are not as dumb as they thought we are. I'm sure in this case, they just thought that we were going to take everything and never search for the truth ourselves. But I'm sure now they are very, very, very disappointed, right? And then let's look at this one as well. Okay, they are talking about something else here. It's very difficult to find the right comments because it is mixed with the wrong ones. Things that has got things that has got just give me a few minutes. Checking something here. It's very difficult to find the right comment because a lot of people will be like, at some point we need to boycott Kelly Kumalo and her sister. Maybe let's talk about that. How do you think that is going to be possible? Let's talk about this girl called Jelly Baby. Yes. Jelly Baby did something right. In what Jelly Baby did, she was then punished for that. But if you're looking at the one of Jelly Baby, it was just a once-off incident, and that's it. But listen to this one. Let's listen to this one. Kelly Kumalo, her name has been mentioned negatively many a times, right? But nothing has happened to her, right? So I am saying, if you're saying she must be boycotted, you must then be able to explain to me how. Because a lot of people have tried without a success. I remember people saying, let's stop watching her music. People were saying a lot of things. Let's us stop doing this. Let's us stop doing this. Let us stop doing that. But even music promoters, they continue to include her name. So that's why I said let's go that's why I said to you, let me read comments, because as we read these comments, that's where we get to see good. Oh, by the way, this is where the problem is. That's where we see good. Oh, this is where our most of our problems are. Is that a lot of people are not willing. A lot of people are not willing to to stop indaba kaKelly Khumalo, to stop blocking her. And somebody once even said that if this person who killed somebody's life was a man, I'm telling you today, that person would have been blocked, and that person wouldn't have been functioning just by a mere fact of being suspected to have participated in that act. And to give you a practical example, as we are talking about boycotting Kelly Khumalo, as this person is saying here, remember what happens to Shava. He was blocked by the mere fact that he has been suspected to have raped Lady Zama. But the same thing is not happening. That's why things like this, when they happen, they make you feel like I'm never going to participate in any feminist movement, because, and when whatever feminist tells me, I'm not going to participate in it, because right now there's a female that is suspected to have committed this crime. They are not voicing. They are not saying the same thing. You haven't heard any feminist saying, let's stop Kelly Khumalo. Instead, you will rather see other feminists coming back to protect Kelly Khumalo, coming back to say she's innocent. You know what I'm saying? So you don't feel the agility. When you are a man in this country and you are suspected to have committed something, they don't even negotiate. They don't even want to know whether you have done that or not. Before you prove your innocence, you must have been blocked. You must have been cancelled. The same thing is not happening with Kelly Khumalo. The next thing, you want me to participate in that. Then to me, it doesn't appear like it's a battle of truth. It's a battle of punishing people for doing the right things. In fact, let me give you a dedicated special video where I'm going to talk about this, because it's a shame that it's a shame that we are living in that society. I'm definitely gonna look at this. Okay. I'm just looking at. Okay, so we hear that a warrant of arrest for Kelly Khumalo was going to be issued, but powers that be decided not to do so. So the NPA and the SAPS will have to explain why legal analysm Melusi weighing up on that as well. You see, that's another thing, right? That's something that I'm talking about, to say, if this was a Java, he would have been arrested. But it is Kelly Khumalo, the warrant of arrest are not working. The question is why? Guys, there are a lot of injustice that are happening in this country. We are not being treated fairly in this country. And it creates a lot of problems as well. But here, give me time. I'm just looking at other comments as well, because a lot of people seemingly they are bringing a very valid points in this discussion. Okay. Somebody was just thanking Advocate Mnisi for what he has done today, and say, listen, you were very incredible. You brought somebody says a cooked investigation by Brigadier Genenda and his a tyrant colleagues. Zandi Khumalo knows who killed Senzo Mayo along with her sister, mother, boyfriend, and Senzo's so-called friends. I put it to her that there were no intruders in that house. If ever there's a person that still believes the story of intruders, that person must be admitted into a psychiatric ward. You really need to be admitted in a psychiatric ward, because, I mean, honestly speaking, guys, it's so sad. It is so super sad. But again, I think it's some of those things that I wanted us to look into. Sgt Mogola, the long and short of it is that she believes that Kelly Khumalo Kelly Khumalo is the mastermind in this case, right? Kelly Khumalo, Mogola believes that there was a warrant of arrest that was to be issued for Kelly Khumalo as well. Why that hasn't happened till today, she also said that she doesn't know. So now we are left with one man that needs to come and explain to us why that hasn't happened. And that man is Brigadier Bongani Gininda, who owes us the explanation as to why that hasn't happened. But again, as we wait for Brigadier Bongani Gininda to come and explain to us why that hasn't happened, I'm going to ask you to don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with as many people as possible. Guys, I forgot to mention this, and now I'm saying it at the end of this video. Guys, please don't forget, I've got a channel called SA Business Ideas and Jobs. I'm gonna leave the link in the video description below. Guys, please do share that video. Please, guys, do watch that video, subscribe, and let's take that video to 10,000 subscribers, guys. Please. Otherwise, guys, I will see you on the next one. Please don't forget to click the notification bell so that when I post the next video, you will be the first to be notified. Until such a time, good people, please take care.